and girls, and also parents of boys and girls. Welcome to this music class. Today it's a bit of a class that even the parents can participate in the sense that today we are talking about purchasing a keyboard. Okay, so I'd like to give you all a few tips in purchasing in my experience. Okay, so let us start with now your child wants a keyboard. Okay, or you're decided to buy a keyboard for your child. Okay, so the first question any parent will ask is will my child actually play this keyboard that I buy? Will they continue using the keyboard, or will it lie like a white elephant doing nothing in the house? Okay, for that no one has the answer, but I can say one thing, that you have to give your child a chance whether they actually going to use it, go deeply into the instrument, play a lot. Okay, so that is, you have, as a parent you should give them a chance, because life is basically, you have to take a chance in anything, and you'd like to give your child the best if possible, whatever best you can possibly give. All parents think that way. Okay, so once you've decided, okay, I'll buy a keyboard, next question that comes in is the price. Now, what is the price of the keyboard? What is the range? Okay, for today we'll be discussing about initial beginners keyboards, because I believe now we are speaking for the children who are going to start, or those who are learning, or those who are already playing. So there's a beginner's range for price for keyboards. Now my recommendation is not to go to a very cheap keyboard. It means the keyboards that I recommend will normally be in the price range of 6,000 to 12,000, and if you can afford it, you can go on even up to 20,000. This is an investment you have to buy. You have to buy the keyboard, and you have to also buy a stand for it, or you can put it on a table which is the correct height to play. So now, once you have decided the price of the keyboard, you also want to know that it will occupy a lot of space in the house. Will it occupy the space? Now generally, for keyboard to fit in the house and be utilized, you require a space of about 5 feet by 3. Okay, for normal keyboard. So this keyboard is about 4 feet. Okay, we require about 5 feet by, say, about 3 feet this side. Okay, at least 5 feet by 3. So once you have that space, then you can decide, okay, this is where I can put the keyboard inside. Okay, once you've decided now, okay, I have the space, I'm going to pay this particular price and buy a keyboard. So which keyboard should I buy? Now, frankly speaking, there are only 4 keyboards that I recommend to buy for beginners, which are good value, and they're not an ordinary item. They're branded in a sense. Okay. So the types of keyboards that I recommend are: number 1, Casio. Second type is Roland. Third type is Yamaha. And the last type is COG. COG is little better and a little expensive type. Now, okay, I've decided now I'm going to buy a keyboard, and the price is generally the main thing that I want to use to get the particular keyboard. I have the money, it's my money, and these are the brands that I have. Now in India, the most popular brand is Yamaha. Yamaha is also made in India, and proven very strong keyboards, keyboards. Yamaha is very popular. The cheaper model are the Casios, which are also provide a lot of features. I must recommend that Casio provides a lot of features and they're not bad. They're not as good as Yamaha in my opinion, in my field. Okay, so now we have these 4 brands. Let us see what we have to look for in a keyboard. First of all, a keyboard for a child, any child, should have at least 61 of these keys. As I press, you can see the black and white ones. Okay, if you total the black ones and you total the white ones, keys, it should come to 61. That is a 5-octave keyboard. So at least this length. Also, whether a child is young or a child is older, better to have a full-size key. This key over here, now you can see it's about 8 inches long. You must have a key which is about 8 inches long. You get the mini keyboards which are very small and like for a child to play. Not recommended for a child to learn. They will outgrow that and it will be a waste of money. They decided on something else. Spend that money plus you spend the money to buy another keyboard. Okay? Another thing we like to have speakers over here. So we can hear. So the speakers must be of good quality. You can hear well. You feel the quality of the sound coming. Unless you have a good set of speakers, you will not be able to hear well. Okay? Other thing, we want a display. This display over here should be fairly large and easy to read. You don't want something very small which doesn't give much information and it's not very helpful. Make sure you have a nice display. Okay, all these models are recommended. They generally have good displays. Okay. Let us look for other things. Now, like I said, for the beginners, there are 2 types of keyboards. One is the mini keyboard with small keys, which I don't recommend at all. And the second type is a keyboard which has beats, or they call it a style. So these are the best type of keyboards for beginners to start on, because you can have fun with this. Okay, by just playing 1 or 2 notes, you can sound very big and the child likes it. And they also have sometimes some learning facility which you can see on the display itself. All these features are available. So if you're buying a keyboard, buy a keyboard with beats, backing beats they call it, or backing styles. This type of keyboard is broadly classified as an Ranger keyboard. So if you go to buy a keyboard, you can ask for a Ranger keyboard with backing beats or styles. Okay. So also we'd like to sometimes connect to a speaker or something, maybe practice on headphones. So you should have some connections also behind that will give you connection to go to a speaker so that you can sound loud during the performance, or you can attach a headphone so that you can hear. So this is a very basic requirements that I'm talking about in a keyboard, which I'm talking about. One particular technical point I'd like to add is make sure that keyboard has something known as polyphony. Make sure the keyboard has at least 32 polyphony. 32 is the bare minimum that you can manage with the keyboard. So your keyboard has to be at least something known as 32 note polyphony. But polyphony means I can play 32 notes together and the sound will sound. If I play 33, then the 33rd note will not sound. Now you might say, who's going to play 33 notes at the same time? Actually what is happening is when you play the backing beat, there are so many sounds that are coming from there. So at a time only 32 is the maximum that can come out. Okay, so if I have, initially when I start this keyboard, already 25 sounds are coming from the keyboard before I start playing itself. That is the backing sound. So I am limited to how many notes I can play. Okay, so you get my point, that the polyphony should be at least 32, otherwise that backing sound will not sound very great. There will be only few instruments playing, then sound very good. Okay. Okay, now that I have decided all the points, let me run through them again. 1. It should have 61 keys, large keys, full size keys. 2. There should be speakers of good quality adequate capacity. Your child should be able to hear it. Someone can hear it a little far away also. 3. The display should be large, preferably, so that your child can utilize it. Okay. 4. You have a connection that comes out for your headphones or your amplifier. And 5. You have at least 32 polyphony. Okay. So this is very basic requirements. These 5 basic requirements you have. It's sufficient to get a decent keyboard. So as I've discussed, it's good to have one of the brands also, Casio, Roland, Yamaha, Korg, okay, to buy as a keyboard. Plus the shops, recommended shops to buy from in Bombay. There's Fatado's Music, Shalu Music, then there's Musician Small and Bhargava's and Sons. I'll send some contact details with this video, maybe you can try them, okay. And buying online also is possible from bajao.com, Amazon or Flipkart. Okay, the best of this lot is bajao.com because their prices are standard. Okay, the only problem with buying online is you don't get to see what you're buying. Though it is safe in terms of if you know what you're buying and it comes to you, then there's a warranty on it also. You don't have to bother. If there's a problem within 10 days, you can phone them, they'll return it. Okay, so these are the points for purchasing a keyboard. Okay, it's a nice thing to have in the house. The whole family can also learn it. There are a lot of facilities on YouTube to learn also. You can pick up yourself. Though it's recommended, it's better if you have someone who's teaching and someone who's qualified. Then they will give you a good experience on learning. Okay, so happy keyboard shopping and have a good time with the keyboard.